Welcome back to Let's Play Disco Elysium. Last episode, we talked to...
I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what it's like?
Oh yes, drugs. We're talking about drugs.
Oh no.
Let's face it, these flirtations with the hardcore aesthetic have all...
Classier, the smoker up on the balcony of the Whirling in Rags, finally. And we learned a little bit about her involvement with her and the Hardy Boys. In regards to the murder. We learned quite a bit. We learned that the man was already dead when they found him, and they were just trying to cover it up with a hanging. Not really sure. Okay, let's just get our bearings. Oh, I do want to mention that Zaun, the creator of the game, is doing another collaboration, a third round of Atelier drops. They're selling Kim's jacket, like in real life, and so hopefully I can hop on that. Maybe grab one. That would be nice. Looks like he's wearing a V-neck too. Okay, let's check our journal. Get the whole story from Titus. Confront Classier with a hearty story. Ask Classier about Sunday night when Kim's not around. Dice Maker, we can pick it up now. Let's go do that. The thing we're trying to avoid right now is having to do Everard's bidding in return for information on the murder. Luckily, we're making some progress with the Hardy Boys and Classier, so I'm hoping that that gives us some leverage so that we don't have to work for Everard. I came back to pick up my die.
Very good. That will be 7 real for one custom die.
Fuck. $2 more? Ah, shit. Actually, I don't have the money on me right now.
I don't do orders on credit.
Gotcha. We might have to collect some tear.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Yes. It took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
Sure.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Elis Kortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, 09.
Neonatal care unit?
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
Your boy's an orphan.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminole conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
Wait, he was found in a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
Any information on his foster parents?
None, officer. Sorry.
So all we have to do is connect him to Crenel is the armor.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Well, we have his name and his service record now.
A name. This is very good. Elis Kortenaer.
Now, it's weird because The man on the tape was referring to his friend as Cordy.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
No, we're all done. Thank you, Alice.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Yes, very interesting. Dice maker. We have a level up. Jamais vu, +1 XP for every orb clicked. The opposite of deja vu, not already seen but never seen. Intellect up, endurance and volition up. We have 3 more cabinets and a couple different thingies here. We have 2 skill points? Huh, when do we get those? Right. We need some money. Uniform.
This is the night watchman's boot. Take it. It's just there.
I suppose René is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though.
It's gonna take my shit to the next level.
Fantastic.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool. Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
I don't really care that much for superstardom, but let's just say, actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you worked so hard to establish.
No, you've got the wrong impression. I'm no superstar. I'm trash.
Yeah, a cool, trash superstar. Big dick cop down on his luck. Salam Rocky by here. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world.
Ah, no.
Here we go.
No, fuck you. Oh, recently I've been making some moves online. Some shitty little moves. And, yeah, I've been feeling very...
You're back before the cargo container.
creatively depraved. Yes. Royal Carabiner Pant. +1 reaction speed. Vigilance. Oh, these look horrible, but I will take the reaction speed. How's this look? Oh my god, no. It's too bad these look awful. These bands are made from synthetic lightweight fiber and designed to let the carabineers, legs, and groin breathe. Red stripes are there to inspire courage, while the gold stripe symbolizes the patriotic flame in the wearer's heart. Oh yes. Now we're Tequila Sunset. Oh yeah. Or maybe now? How about now? Tequila Sunset, baby. Yeah.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I... Sure. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Okay, I'm just gonna assume that we don't need any of these then. And do I want the ape pen or the blue pen? No, I can sell this.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay, we're back.
Oh, it's you again. Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die.
Here you go.
1 universal die for Wirral Untethered.
It feels icy. Just holding this die in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine. Through the dark resin, you can make out a nugget of bone hewn from an alligator's jaw.
Wow. That is cool. Anything else to say?
It's you again.
Standard anti-Viral die. This standard 24-sided role-playing die can be used to get results for several die. It's made of alligator jawbone, cast in acrylic resin, and embellished with frost motifs. Looks like a minuscule blizzard is stuck in there.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
We're gonna listen to Volition. That's not good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More.
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon. Grey and pale violet in the morning light.
What lies beyond it?
The pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old, old world.
Oh, I have questions about the Pale. The Muindi Isola. What's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with this?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Oranese lit. Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
5 options. Assuming I can only choose one. What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol. Or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Louis County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Louis conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Louis and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Please tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you look pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No,
And what did you do then?
nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Oh, Ruby. Maybe this is the second girl.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
This is concurrent with your doubts at the autopsy about the coloring being.
Okay, I'll say it. I knew it. The coloring in his lower limbs looked faint.
About half an hour had passed since the moment of death.
She nods.
You were late. The marks would be faint by that time.
In honor of another precise forensic observation.
And then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby, where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Claudia.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Did you kill Lely?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me.
He was a serviceman. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
You must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that?
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
Downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed him.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
It is okay if you did it in self-defense.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Shut up, drama.
Like what?
Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Maybe it did.
I just don't know.
We can't go after Loose Cap.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
And why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
So, So you would have us believe, but you're not. I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then
Her jaw is clenched.
he kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud.
She definitely called the cops. Oh God. That was a lie too. Who made the call then? She did, of course.
Right, so Volition is telling us that we can't trust our motorics and even our intellect, maybe. When we're talking to her. When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom, inside.
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
You said you studied Oranese Lit. What's with this fugitive stuff?
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. After that, I sort of, transitioned out of the whole culture scene.
I think we're done here for now.
She nods. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Oh, fuck off, drama. In God's name, wake up. Manipulating your skill set, lied about making the call.
Who? What? Dear Lord, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not the most fair and just at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. See?
Fine. Kim. You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night.
It checks out.
Say nothing.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Your real name isn't Classier Amandu.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good. You can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Commonser. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Then tell us your real name.
It's Katarzine Elysium.
The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so. Katarzina.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism. It also makes Clausia almost an alacronym for Katarzine Elysium.
Wait, Clausia is an abbreviation of Katarzina Elysium.
It was a sentimental thing.
A nickname. Who gave you this nickname, Clausia?
Who gave it to you?
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago.
Hold on. Katarzina Elysium is not an Oranese name, is it? It's not even Murundi. It's Grad.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Elysium is my father's name.
Finally we meet, Katarzina.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
And was the passport bullshit too? That passport you keep hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
Where is this buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. It's useless.
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. We have to check this out.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here. Past the Bergen sewage pipe. Right near the waterline.
Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Kim, why haven't we arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
And what if I told you you're under arrest, Katarzine?
But I haven't done anything.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Oh man, I didn't realize this would activate. You misrepresented info about the case. Without the Hardy's confession, we'd know nothing.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. Fragile, unshielded. Her voice is thin and tired.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
She knows something.
What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
And what is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
I'm not sure if I buy this, but I don't want to arrest her.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
I don't know what to make of this.
I know what this sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I... Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line.
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how could she have killed him?
You've been trying to kick that door down, right? Maybe it leads downstairs. She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Okay, that's it for Ruby.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Okay. If she runs away, then this will be my fault. Or maybe she did it. Okay, I'll keep you here, miss, for now.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Something tells you, you will. She nods.
Okay.
She slowly lights. You are. This is not the end of this.
Let's get back to the lies.
Lies?
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving. She slowly lights another.
Oh, thank you for the autosave.
The same small, heavy door.
Inspect Classier's buoy. Make Titus give up Ruby's location. Ask Classier what she heard from her room. Okay, this is getting interesting. Fallen pants, secret passage, boots, race, beauty, Kuno. Okay. Well, it's Friday. It's about lunchtime. We just finished talking to Classier. And our options now are to help Everard, or we can talk to Titus, or we can find Classier's buoy. And we've already decided to let Classier go for now, meaning she could fly. So it would be Titus, buoy, Classier. Yeah. Oh, and we have 2 skill points. What should we put it on? Self-critique. 7 hours for self-critique. 1 hour for Humpty Dumpty Center. Self-critique 6 hours. Depends on what I want to try in terms of I'll be right back. Well, I'll figure out what to do with the skill points in the next episode.